Hello everyone, welcome to the SCROOGE channel, welcome to the new year. Here is the first video in the new year of our weekly bias prediction. Sorry for our long absence, but as you know, there was Christmas, so unfortunately it's 3 days for us, holidays, to spend time with family, to take a rest before new year. So exactly now we are in the new year, so let's start. As you remember, we make analysis of the charts. I predict moves to the next week. I analyze which direction of the trades are more valuable for me. I mean that I can see information for long or for short, so it means which trades for me are more valuable on this week. Unfortunately, I can't do this on weekend because I had a lot of work, so again, sorry for it. But now we can see actual information, so of course it will be, in my opinion, more valid because it's actual information, actual chart. So I think prediction will be more better. I mean, just better, yeah. So it will be just better. Okay, so let's start from the weekly chart, as you remember, from the weekly time frame, from the euro, of course. On the weekly time frame, we can see clear short trend. Also work with imbalances. There also test of the imp, continuation. Again, there was fulfillment of the imbalance continuation, so clear short trend. So of course, without any triggers, without any reaction on long impulsive, I mean, we can't even think about long, even just maybe locally if we can see enough information, but from the high time frame, still I don't see any good trigger, any good reaction, so still short for me is more valid, like from weekly. About the targets, unfortunately price achieved the first target as previously week low. Yeah, locally we can see about the targets lower. I can notice only this liquidity, but as you can see at this moment it's a little bit far, so it could take a lot. It could take some time to collect it. Yeah. So of course we need to wait for the information the price wants to collect this liquidity. Also, we should be careful that because price could start the correction at any moment, so we should pay attention and be focused and be ready to look for, even for the reverse, because look for how many time price just going short. So at any time, as I said, price could make a reverse or start the correction. Okay, so weekly chart is clear short. From the daily is the same picture. If we analyze last move, I think we can find clear short trend. Yeah, also there. So there was just a correctional move to test the block, and after that we can see clear continuation of the short. There was a clear target as previously low. As we can see, price successfully collected it. So still on daily chart, clear short without any reactions. We can see that price collected previously low, and at this moment also we can see rest sweep of Friday's low, so it could be a good trigger for local long, for local correctional move. But of course we need to see enough information for that. Yeah, it's just a possible trigger, possible good trigger for local long. But general picture for me is still clear short. Yeah, trend is still clear short. So till the confirm or impulsive reaction on long, still there is clear short trend. About the targets, targets are the same because on the daily chart, as you can see, unfortunately on the left side, I also can't find good targets. So targets are the same. But again, we should remember that it could take some time to collect it. So we need just to pay attention and be ready to even work, as I said, on reverse against the high time frame on long side. Okay, so now GBP from the weekly chart. Okay, the same picture for me, clear short trend we can see liquidity collection, reverse. After that, there was, for example, work with imbalance. So clear short trend for me. There was also target, successfully price collected it. Price completely ignored this target, so I think looks like price wants to continue the trend. So the next target is there. The first target is previously closed, unfortunately price collected. So at this moment, only targets are only there. It's those echo lows. For possible zone for continuation, I don't see any at this moment because like from the weekly chart, but still, as I said, clear short trend. So at this moment, I just expect continuation of the shorted liquidity collection of those targets. Okay, so weekly buys for me is short. About the daily, what can we see? Still, I think we can see that there is clear short trend. The last move was correctional. Price just test the block, fulfillment of the imp, and continuation of the short. About the targets, price collected previously low, but about the hidden from targets, about targets lower, targets are the same as on weekly. So yeah, from the daily chart, about possible zones of for continuation, we can see this daily imbalance, but at this moment it's too far, so I think I prefer to wait that price will create this one. And for example, tomorrow or on Wednesday, then after the correction and test of the simp, look for continuation to our targets because it will be perfect zone on the daily chart for continuation. So daily chart on GP is clear short for me also. Okay, USD Canadian dollar, weekly chart, clear long trend. Locally, we can see clear target. Also, still valid target, high time frame target there. From the weekly chart, the last move, we can see price tested the imbalance, so it's a perfect zone for continuation of the long. About the targets, as I said, clear targets, clear trend, test of the zone, so high time frame zone. So this target is clear for me for this week. About the daily, I mean that weekly bias, of course, for me is long. About the daily chart, inside weekly imbalance, perfect liquidity collection, so it's perfect high time frame trigger for long continuation. Again, clear targets, good traction. So for me, it looks clear. For zone for about the zone for continuation, at this moment I don't see anything interesting. So maybe possible if price will only leave this imbalance, it could be a possible zone for continuation tomorrow or again Wednesday. But at this moment, chart already is clear for me, and I mean the target also is clear for me. So we just need to find a good entry because targets and the high time frame context is clear. So weekly and daily buys for me is clear long on USD Canadian dollar. Okay, USD GPI weekly chart. Okay, so as we remember, price started long trend after this liquidity collection. At this moment, we can see the price completely ignored like a lot of short zones and still price follows the long. So for me, this high time frame target is clear at this moment. If we analyze last move, of course, trend for me is clear along because we can see also liquidity collection, continuation of the long. Yeah, locally, we can see that price tested an imbalance there. So it was a perfect opportunity to take long. We can see the price collected liquidity there. But still, it's nothing for me. Still, I expect continuation of the long because target is clear, context is clear for me. Of course, we understand that price could make a correction lower, for example, to again maybe to collect more liquidity, more fuel for the long. Yeah, but first of all, we need to see any reaction the price wants to do it. Yeah. Okay, so weekly bias for me is still long. As I said, clear target higher. So let's find a good confirm on the daily. Okay, from the daily chart, what can we see? Okay, so we can see that Friday collected this daily swing high. So it could be a trigger for correctional move on short. Still because of long weekly bias. First target for me, of course, is previously week high as Friday's high. Um, on the daily, okay, I can see that price left liquidity there, so this weekly swing low could be a good target for the correction, yeah, to collect this liquidity and after that continuation. So it's one possible, it's first possible scenario. The second one I think is more local, to work more locally. It's liquidity collection of Friday's low, then confirm and continuation of the long to our target. Previous week high is just the first target. The main target, of course, is there. Doesn't mean that price will achieve this target on this week, yeah, but it's like main target for this whole long move. So on the next week, if price, for example, won't collect it, yeah, on the next week it also will be clear target for me. After 2 weeks also, so it's just the main target for the whole long move. Okay, so weekly and daily bias for me is clearly long on USD and I expect continuation of the long to our targets higher. Okay, gold from the weekly chart. Okay, what can we find? So weekly chart is not clear at all, but because of the whole long trend, yeah, and like that the all time gold follows long trend all the time, gold is on uptrend. I expect for me this liquidity collection like a trigger for long is more valuable. So my main target of course is all-time high, but if we analyze locally, of course first target is previous week high, the next one is there. From the weekly chart I don't see any zones for continuation, so I think it's better to look for the daily. For the daily, okay, on the daily chart, clear long trend, yeah, there again was work with liquidity, reverse, test of the imp, continuation, so clear target there. Also first, of course, clear target is this one, I mean Friday's high, previous week high, so it's clear for me. About possible zones for continuation, I don't see any at this moment, so I think we need to work more locally to take any trade. But generally, as I said, chart is clear, so it's just question about entry and targets locally, because high time frame for me is clear. Weekly bias is long, also daily is long. Okay, about Bitcoin. Honestly, Bitcoin and Ethereum charts looks better than my Forex charts because on the Bitcoin looks there was liquidity collection, after that good short reaction, again liquidity collection, short reaction. So it's just to confirm for me that price started creation of the started creating the short trend. So there I expected. So after that, of course, I need to find the targets. I find those targets. It's this liquidity, and also there is, if we open, for example, weekly chart, we can see unfilled imbalance. So it's a clear target for me. Honestly, weekly chart is still long. Yeah, because on weekly chart we don't see anything interesting. But from the daily, it's clear short for me. So clear targets lower confirm as a local trend. So I need to find the zone from which I would like to enter. So I found this imbalance, but unfortunately price couldn't show any good reaction. So of course I expected the rest sweep, and as we can see exactly on the Monday, on the beginning of the day, price collected this daily swing high, perfect reaction, clear target, so I just synchronized it all in my head, and I understand that clear short context for me. So again, there is only question about your entry. Honestly, at this moment I'm ready to take a short. I just need to find a good entry because high time frame is too clear for me. I don't even need to think about it. It's clear. So daily bias is short. On weekly, as I say, it's still long, but because I can see enough information on daily chart, for me, short is more valid. So I expect liquidity collection of those targets. Also, if price will be low, maybe even it happens today. I mean, the liquidity collection of previously week low, but maybe targets lower, price collected maybe will collect maybe tomorrow or maybe even Wednesday. Yeah. And of course, after liquidity collection, the first target, if someone didn't take this short, please wait for the reaction because price could show us impulsive reaction and you will just get the stop loss. So after liquidity collection of previous level low, please wait for the reaction, and only after that you should make any decisions. Okay, Ethereum from the daily chart is the same picture. From the weekly, again, we can also find clear targets. This liquidity, this unfilled imbalance, so clear targets for me. And again, it's everything happened after liquidity collection of high time frame liquidity there. So high time frame trigger, confirm on the daily chart, targets trigger as liquidity collection there, and I'm ready to take a short. So the same situation exactly as on Bitcoin. High time frame is clear, targets are clear, so it's just question about the entry. I'm ready now to take a short. Unfortunately, I can't take shorts before OTT. I mean trades, sorry, yeah, trades before OTT, before London, before Frankfurt or New York. I mean, for example, on Asia, so only on OTT. OTT it's optimal trade time, but yeah, generally chart is clear. Again, there is high time frame liquidity collection, perfect trigger for short continuation, perfect reaction. Probably there was even confirmed on lower time frame, clear target. So yeah, the same picture as on Bitcoin. Also, please be careful when price will collect previously week low, because again, we need to wait for the reaction, because again, it could be a trigger for correction or even for the reverse. So please, if anyone didn't take any short, please wait for the reaction after liquidity collection of previously week low. Possibly that on LTF price will show us the correction, for example, and then on your continuation. So don't worry, maybe you will be able to take the continuation to our targets lower. Okay, it's all. Thank you guys for the watching. Wish you a profitable week. Follow your rules, be careful on the charts, and see you on the next video.